You remember Peter Daszak? I talk about Peter Daszak in my Fauci Unmasked series, which you can get at Daily Wire Plus right now. You should especially get it now because it goes through the history of Dr. Fauci and the corruption in our public health system, taxpayer funded, and the corruption that we are still seeing today. In many cases, it's getting worse. So Peter Daszak is this maniac who was doing gain-of-function research through his group EcoHealth Alliance. He was doing taxpayer-funded government research on bat coronaviruses. All the sort of dangerous research that would seem most likely to be very connected with the outbreak of the Wu flu. And Dr. Fauci initially denied that he had ever funded Peter Daszak on this particular kind of research. And then he said that to the United States Senate. Then it turned out that was a total lie, that actually we have the grant. Dr. Fauci funded hundreds of thousands of dollars of research on this kind of stuff to Peter Daszak, to EcoHealth Alliance. So you'd think, okay, after the COVID thing, this guy's career is over, right? Certainly he's not getting any more government funding. Certainly he can't. There's a guy who was doing research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Certainly, at the very least, this guy is not getting government funding to do research on bat coronaviruses, right? No, he just got more money. He just got some more money. He just got $653,392 for EcoHealth Alliance Incorporated to begin September 21st, 2022. So, 18 days from now, to do research on these sorts of viruses. And we know that in all likelihood, it was this kind of research that led to the outbreak of COVID. According to Justin B. Kinney, who's an associate professor at Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory, Princeton PhD, he said, this evidence is not dispositive, but were the lab leak hypothesis incorrect, it would represent a staggering set of coincidences. This, I think, is the biggest effect of COVID. This is the biggest side effect of COVID, and really, certainly the biggest side effect of the COVID vaccines. Coincidences. Just so many coincidences as a result of all of this. No consequences here. Plenty of coincidences, no consequences. Even Peter Daszak, it was a big political issue. We raked Fauci over the coals. Remember, Rand Paul grilled Dr. Fauci. It was great. It was great TV. It was good stuff. I applaud Rand Paul for doing it, for calling attention to this. I think that my series, Fauci Unmasked, is very important stuff. Sheds all the light on this stuff. But where's the political power? I'm just a guy with a microphone. I do not currently hold any political office. Maybe I should. I don't know. I think 2022 is going to be a good year. It's probably a little late to throw my hat in now. But I can't change the policy right now. I can just call attention. The people who have political power are the ones that can change the policy. Where are they? Why can't we do that? I'm not even casting aspersions on the senators and the congressmen. And in many cases, they don't have the power to do that either, because the political system is dominated by the libs. Even when the Republicans win the House, even when Republicans win the Senate, even when Republicans win the White House. We had unified government for a while under Trump. But we don't control the executive agencies. We don't control the corporations that have taken more and more and more power and can literally wage war and can censor even the President of the United States. And how did those corporations get all that power? In part, the left let them have it. In part, the right let them have it. But either way, those guys those capitalists aren't on our side. And then, of course, the universities, and then, of course, the media, which is just a corporate media anyway, and on and on and on. It's very, very difficult in this political structure to really get anything done. And whenever people pose any threat to the political structure, they get taken out. Not AOC. She gets invited to the Met Gala. She gets put on the cover of all the magazines and all the glossy photos and all the newspapers. But when anyone raises any real objections to this sort of a system, that person is suppressed. There's no question about it. You're seeing this dynamic right now, the no consequences dynamic, play out on the transgender issue. There's a high school in Vermont that's cracking down right now after female students complained about a dude who thinks that he's a woman in the girls' locker room. So girls complain. They say, look, we don't want to get naked in front of this guy. We don't want this guy getting naked in front of us. That's why we have a girls' locker room, right? And the school says, okay, we're going to do something about this. Girls, you're no longer allowed in the locker room. I'm not joking. This is being reported by a CBS affiliate, WCAX. They said, okay, the way we're going to deal with this, transgender lady, this guy who's dressed up like a lady, you get to use the girls' locker room, and the girls on the team, they have to change individually in a single bathroom. So they got to take turns in this one single bathroom to get changed, because the great fear would be, that this transgender student were being bullied by being asked to leave the girls' room and not get naked in front of the girls. Why is the school doing this? It's not because this is what the parents want. It's not. It's not because this is popular. It's not. Public opinion is totally against this. If you go out on the street right now, you talk to 100 people, 92 of those people are going to tell you this is completely insane, transgenderism is bogus. Certainly, at the very least, guys should not be allowed in the girls' room. So why is this permitted? Because the ruling class wants it to happen. The people with the power in our government, in the corporations, in the media, in the press, and all over, in academia, these people who have this kind of power, they are pushing transgenderism. And why? I actually have some theories as to why, along the lines of the sort of financial thesis of today's show. We don't have time to get to it right now. We can get to it at a later date. How's that for a teaser? We do have more show coming up, though. What we've got to get to is a rap song from a Utah State Senate candidate, a Republican Utah State Senate candidate. I have never heard this rap song before, but it's Music Monday. So my producer, Ben Davies, has lined up this song for me. I can't wait to listen to it. That show is continuing right now. You don't want to miss it. If you're not a member, click on the link in the description and join us.